The Devil in the White City is a nonfiction story written by Erik Larson, published on February 11, 2003. This story takes place in Chicago during the World Fair, which is early 1890s. This story follows two men, H. H. Holmes, the murderer of this story, and Daniel Burnham, Chicago's lead architect during the World Fair. H. H. Holmes was originally named Herman Webster Mudgett. Holmes came to Chicago to find work as a doctor or pharmacist. He finds his job by charming a woman into having her business when her husband dies. She mysteriously disappears after she agreed. Holmes buys a lot across the street from his pharmacy to build an elaborate hotel. This hotel would be able to hide dead bodies with traps and secret passages. He would skin his victims and either burn them or sell them to universities desperate for human skeletons. This story also follows Daniel Burnham. He was the main architect during the Chicago World Fair. He wanted to bring back pride to Chicago. The fair included many new inventions, such as the Ferris wheel. Burnham wanted to make all the buildings white to gain attraction, thus gaining its name, the White City. One major conflict is, with Daniel, trying to get the World Fair accomplished by a certain date. This is because of things like weather influence made it hard for them to get this task done. Another main conflict, this one with Holmes, is detectives. Detectives start to investigate, especially when Holmes murders Benjamin Pretzel and kidnaps his children. The detectives are trying to find the kidnapped children. This brings suspicion towards Holmes. The topic of this story changes by cycling through two different stories going on at the exact same time. Daniel Burnham changes in this book. At the beginning, he holds his rejection from Yale and Harvard against himself, but at the end, he goes down as one of the greatest architects in the world and has a degree in both Yale and Harvard. He gains confidence and no longer lets his past hold him back. Holmes remains as a charismatic and charming character throughout the book. But unlike Daniel, Holmes loses confidence. At the beginning, he knows he can get away with the murders, but at the end, he loses confidence in this and ends up confessing to 27 different homicides. This book relates to the time period because it involves the World Fair. Architecture is evolving in the 1890s. This is apparent when it gives lengthy descriptions of buildings and its architecture. This book relates to American culture. This is by the people passing through Chicago. So many people are passing through Chicago for this World Fair. People love to see new things, and Holmes knows this. Holmes built this hotel because of the people passing through. He knows that how the way people are. He thinks he could easily get away with the murders because of all the traffic.